people build careers, others build inner worlds. Today's guest is someone who is a lawyer by training, poet by instinct, novelist by discipline, and an athlete by passion. She also runs a publishing house. In fact, she is the founder of a publishing house, and she's someone who believes that stories are not to be rushed. But today's episode is not about recognition, it's about inner discipline and what it takes to have so many identities without collapsing into one. So please welcome with me Safina Danish Elahi. Thank you, Safina, so much for giving us time for this episode, and I am so honored to have you here.
Thank you so much for inviting me, Rusa.
All right. So, everyone, today I'm going to start a new ritual. Now, this ritual pertains to this black card, which is going to be a significant element of all the episodes that are coming in for season 2. And this black card is going to be the signature element. And what I'm going to do with this black card, Safina, you must be intrigued that there's something for you. Yes, there's a surprise for you. What I'm going to do is tap it twice, which means that whatever that you're going to say is going to be honest, no matter how difficult it is. So I'm handing this over to you. There's a surprise in it for you, but before opening it, you're going to tap it twice, and then you'll have to read it aloud. What's in there for you? All right.
Safina Danish Elahi, which part of your identity did you silence the longest because it did not fit the version of success around you?
Yes, take a deep breath.
That's a heavy one.
Yes, that is a heavy one, and you need to take a deep breath before you answer this. Yeah.
I think that growing up in, I would say, the 90s, there was a version of what a female, looked like.
Yeah.
What her aspirations were, if she played sport or not, is she going to study abroad, while the other siblings who were male, were they given more opportunity? Were, the girls in the family given more opportunity? Was there a certain way girls were supposed to behave? And not that I think that the families really undermined girls, especially in mine.
Yeah.
I had a wonderful childhood. My parents were super supportive, but it was just the society around that I think expected, at least in our community, to get married very early. And I think that pressure started once any girl in the family turned 15 or 16. So
I think it still is there in the community.
It very much is, but I think that with this generation at least, we raise our boys and girls the same way almost, and there's no question that a girl will be studying abroad or a boy will. I remember I had to fight with my parents, and they listened to me no matter what I said.
Yeah.
But they were also concerned that if I was away for too long, will that change opinions about me?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think the longest identity that I've hidden is being outspoken.
Oh, okay.
And I think I've rattled a lot of cages, speaking in rooms where I've been the only woman, whether it's being a business owner or being a writer or being an athlete. But I've been, I think, privileged enough to have people hear my voice.
Well, I'm going to talk about your writing and your publishing house later in the conversation, but just intrigued by what you're saying right now, that was it something that led you to start writing?
Yes, definitely. I think that I always maintained a diary, but I honestly did not think it was any good.
Okay.
So I just kept writing poems, and I kept writing, short stories and stuff. And I think the first time anyone ever said to me that, I may be a good writer was in my university in Sharjah. My writing professor said that, there's something there. And before that, I remember that I never considered myself a good writer.
Yeah.
And I think after that, I did start taking interest in writing a bit more. I've always been a reader.
Okay.
My father had a study in his, next to his room, which I would go to, and I would just pick up books from there. And then there were teenage books that I was reading. I remember my brother was studying in the US, and he'd be like, "What should I get you?" And I would always ask for books.
Okay.
So I think growing up, I was always very attached to books and reading, but never really writing, because I thought my expression wasn't clear enough or interesting enough. And then I was again fortunate enough to publish a collection of poetry, which did really well. Then I was meanwhile also writing my novel, and I'd written about 10,000 words, and I just didn't know what to do with it. I was just like, okay, now I've written, but what happens from here? No, there was nobody to guide me. No one in the family who kind of took this route towards, literature. And somehow within my circle, I did find out that, somebody was an editor.
Yeah.
And I showed my work to her, and I said, is it worth continuing? Should I continue the story? Because I had the story in me, and I was like, no, I need to
Tell
take
the
it out.
story.
But is it worth spending that kind of time? Because, 50,000 words requires at least 6 months or, to a year of just constantly writing and editing and writing and editing, even, within yourself when you don't have an editor on board. So she said it was good. And
That's how it all started. Writing पे जैसे मैंने कहा फिर आगे आते हैं, but हम start लेते हैं थोड़ा beginning से. You have a law degree,
Yes.
right? So where did this law come in? Because एक तरफ तो you said that you had to silence your voice, whereas law is logic, law is arguments, law is putting it out there. The part of personality that you had to silence.
Yeah.
So, tell us a little bit more about, the law part and how it all started.
So because you said that I have to be very honest, I
Yeah.
don't usually say these in interviews, but I will actually tell you that I did my law degree much later.
Okay.
So when I actually got married at 20. I was only 20 years old, and I had my daughter when I was 22.
Okay.
By that time, I'd already attended 2 universities. So I'd actually been to the UAE for a year, and I'd done a year there. And
Okay.
then I had moved back. And then, with the family pressure and everything, got into, took a couple of months off, and then, admitted myself to another university in Karachi, spent 2 years there, and then got married.
Oh.
So after getting married, I think that the education bit of it becomes a little uncomfortable, especially if you're also expecting and you have a baby on the way, and then you have the baby there as well. So
Yeah.
I had to take my name out, and then for about 8 years, I was only, I think, raising children.
Children, huh?
I did, however, in the middle of it, I taught for a while. I was teaching preschool. So at about, I think, 28, I thought that my children are a little, older. And I reached out to an external program, which is a law degree. And I told the principal there, I was like, listen, I have 2 children right now. So I will not attend any classes. But I do think that I can self-study and, complete this degree.
Yeah.
And I did. So I studied on my own. Alhamdulillah, I got distinctions as well
Mashallah.
on the degree. And then because law is such a demanding profession, by that time I was already writing. So I'd written
Okay.
the poetry collection, and I'd written the first novel. And I went for an internship. And this
Which
was
is
during
amazing
COVID.
because, here you are mother of 2 और ये सिर्फ concept नहीं है कि समझाइए जाता है. 2 kids is a handful.
Of
You
course.
don't have time. You go crazy with those 2 kids managing the routines, and then उसके साथ साथ आप पढ़ाई भी कर रही हैं, और वो भी ऐसी पढ़ाई जो कि which is very technical, which demands a lot of attention, और उसके साथ साथ you're also writing. How did you end up doing so much? I really want to know.
I think the first I think 8 years that I mentioned, because I was doing these little gigs, वो नहीं होता कि आप ये भी कर लें, वो भी travel company भी खोल ली, ये भी कर लिया, वो बहुत सारी चीजें
Because I
try कर
remember you used to have, I would see those travel blogs.
Yes. So I started writing for magazines because writing was always there. I just didn't know how to channel it. So there was actually a point where Alicia, my daughter, she was in school. My son was at preschool. I was teaching at that preschool. I was also studying for law, and I was also working on my novel. So
Okay.
I would start my day at 6 a.m. and end it at 10 p.m. because there were no breaks in the middle. So I would, pick up. My son would come to the preschool, my class, and then I would go pick up my daughter. Then I would take some work home. Then I would study. Then I would write.
Ah.
So it was just constantly. I think I was just for the next 4 to 6 years. I was a machine. I
Yeah.
just did, I was like, ye bhi karna hai, wo bhi karna hai.
Hmm.
And then finally, I think reached a point where that sort of just became an addiction. कि इतना कुछ करना है, so a lot of people said you'll burn out, ये नहीं करो, वो नहीं करो, look after yourself or whatever. The children were always there, always a priority, still are.
Yeah.
But I feel that like slowly the things that I did kind of added on to my personality and
Yeah.
um,
Gave you the
it
confidence
gave
to
me the
actually.
confidence that perhaps I was, not a confrontational person, but each job, each business, each project that I did, I think it gave me more and more confidence in my ability to deliver. So there came a point where I remember whenever I used to want a day off, कोई sports day हो रहा है या कोई festival हो रहा है बच्चों के school में, I'd go to the principal and I wouldn't even be able to ask for a day off because I was just like, oh my God, what if she says no? And, skip, I think, a few years and I now take on anyone who comes up to me and has, something to say. And I'm like, please come and tell me and I will answer each and every of your question and maybe even twice.
So that's wonderful and very inspirational because अक्सर ये होता है कि हम समझते हैं कि अब ये स्पेशली ख़वातीन के लिए शादी हो गई, एक पैटर्न पे आ गए, बच्चे हो गए, अब क्या है, लाइफ ख़त्म. और लाइफ ख़त्म नहीं हुई, तुमने तो लाइफ की शुरुआत की और इतने कोई डिफरेंट तुमने कंपार्टमेंट्स बना लिए अपनी लाइफ के कि one is amazed. And I've always when I got to know about you, I was like really admired what is this woman doing. अच्छा, कभी थोड़ा सा लॉ से ही रिलेटेड मैं एक सवाल पूछूंगी कि did law teach you discipline या rebellion? What did it teach you?
I think सबसे पहले तो it did teach me discipline because even the studying of the law,
Yeah.
because I was on my own, I had to put everything aside and find some time to do it, right? So बच्चों के साथ आपको पता है कि you cannot put बच्चे aside, so there's constant demand, especially from young children.
Yes.
So I would stay up some nights, मुझे रमजान याद है कि I would stay up till Sehri, sleep a couple of hours. I also remember a corner in my room जहाँ पे मैंने post-its लगाए हुए थे because आपको massively you have to learn the cases.
Yeah.
Case law बहुत important होता है, especially जो the degree that I did. So hundreds of cases you have to remember. You have to remember the year. You have to remember what happened in them.
Laws याद करने पड़ते हैं.
बिल्कुल, वो सब कुछ याद करने में तो उसमें आपको you have to find the discipline and the courage to first remember.
Yeah.
Learn and then remember. And also just I think have belief in yourself that you can do this. Once you
exactly.
have committed to something. उसके बीच में कोविड भी आया और फिर और भी बहुत सारी चीजें हो रही थी. So it did teach me that and it also I think taught me black, white and gray.
Okay.
So I think you can operate in the white and gray area a lot.
Yeah.
And kind of push your limits a little bit more. And it's not that if you agree to everything that other people are telling you to do, you'll be in the white. ये बात नहीं है कि आप agreeable अगर हो गए हो वही सही चीज है. Like just agreeing to everything that other people are telling you to do is not right.
Exactly.
So I think made it a little bit of my personality to be able to argue. And I think that does come with law, right?
Yeah.
You know the law, but you kind of argue around it for how you feel about a certain principle.
Exactly.
So I think that did help me. And also I think that it really helped me make my own contracts. So because I did contract law, तो वो छोटे मोटे जो अब तो खैर ChatGPT है, but the ability to just kind of form basic contractual obligations that you don't need to hire people for.
Yeah.
So it helped in that as well.
So now let's talk about poetry and prose. Now both of them require very different muscles. How do you get to do both at the same time?
I think poetry is just more honest.
Okay.
It can borrow feelings from wherever and kind of just deliver. And I do free verse poetry, so it's not, I'm not really bound by the rhyme of it, or it just needs to feel right, to your ears. Prose is a very specific, you need to deliver that in a very specific manner. जिसकी वजह से फिर, now that we were talking about the law degree, I actually did a master's after that.
अच्छा,
In writing.
ये बात तो पता ही नहीं
जी, उसके साथ साथ उसके बाद आज तक अब शुरू किया है, तो इसको
आगे पढ़ो,
all
हाँ.
the way लेके जाते हैं.
हाँ.
So after the law, then I actually enrolled myself in a master's program, and it was in publishing and contemporary fiction.
Okay.
So
छोड़ा
publishing-
क्या ये बताओ.
PhD.
अच्छा भाई, अब ये भी करना.
उसका भी प्लान है.
Oh
अभी
my
है
God,
plan,
oh my
but
God.
उसके थोड़ा सा टेक्निकल फॉल्ट
हाँ.
है, वो मैं बताऊंगी
हाँ,
आपको बाद
अच्छा.
में. But so उसमें प्रोज में what requires is there's a certain way you need to deliver it, and there are rules for it. ऐसे नहीं हो सकता जो दिल में आया आपने लिख दिया. तो फिर वो एक I did a 2.5 year masters to kind of perfect how to deliver that prose.
Okay.
कि नॉवल लिखते कैसे हैं, बिगिनिंग कैसे होती है, स्टोरी आर्क कैसे बनती है, कैरेक्टर स्केच कैसे बनता है, so all the kind of techniques of writing
Yeah.
they teach you there. And because I was already also publishing other people's work,
Yes.
and I'd started the publishing house, the publishing bit of those courses also really helped me.
Yeah,
So
must
they
have,
showed
yeah.
me global trends, how to market a book, what to look in a writer, what to look
Exactly.
in a book.
I had this question
जी, जी.
planned out, but now that you've brought it up, I think let's talk about it. What is it that you look for in the writer? I mean, what helps you pick what to publish, what
yeah.
not to publish?
So I think सबसे पहले तो why did I even start my own
Yeah,
publishing
yeah.
house, right? I had written the novel by then and the poetry book, but उसके बाद मुझे ये realize हुआ कि पाकिस्तान में बहुत सारे avenues ही नहीं है.
Exactly.
And because I was, literally on the ground, like this was field work. I was trying to figure out how a book is published. So I went here and there and I attended other authors' sessions. I spoke to them. I wrote to people. I researched online. And I realized that there are not many resources in Pakistan. So I was like, okay, now that I have this information,
Yeah.
why don't I come up with, my own company, a platform where I will particularly, get people who do not have other means.
Yep.
And by means, I don't mean money. I mean connections. Who don't know how to do this, who don't know how to publish, who are good writers, but they don't know how to find a publisher. So I became that vessel. I said that, okay, I did this research for 2-3 years. और फिर मैंने जब अपना publishing house establish किया, तो I looked for mostly debut authors, authors who had an original voice, younger sort of contemporary feel to their stories, obviously style of writing and how interesting it is, and then also the author's profile, what they are, like, is this just a one-time thing, उन्होंने कुछ छोटी-मोटी story लिख ली है, या they're really committed authors. So, now like a large part of being a writer is also how you talk about your work.
Absolutely.
So, पहले तो ज़माने में होता था ना, हमें पता ही नहीं था सिडनी शेल्डन कौन है, और डैनियल स्टील लड़की है या लड़का. Like I growing up, मुझे
Exactly.
like you didn't see faces behind
हाँ.
those names. But now publishers actively ask you to promote your work, whether it's through Zoom sessions or videos, or
Which is great. Yeah.
which is great, but also then you need to know that authors need to have a public sort of persona as well, which was previously not there. ऐसे होता था, authors अपने कमरे में बंद करके किसी से बात नहीं करते थे, जब फेस्टिवल वगैरह में मुलाकात कर ली, but there was no requirement for authors to step out and kind of not be camera shy, I would say. So that also comes into play now, that can people promote their own work? Do they
So
have
do
a
you kind
following
of
already?
train these youngsters on these elements as
Media
well? Do you
literacy,
support that?
I wouldn't say train, but I do support.
Okay.
I do help out, because hota kya hai ki as a publisher also, then over the years I made a lot of connections. So, I then, whoever I published in Karachi, then I had a sort of like a sister bookshop that was hosting those launches in Lahore for me. And then I had a couple of places in Islamabad. So, I took those authors around, which was previously an unknown thing in Pakistan. कि वो कोई भी publisher टिकट नहीं भरता था, या एक से दूसरी जगह लेके नहीं जाता था. वही आपकी author profile है, तो बुला लिया किसी फेस्टिवल ने तो बुला लिया, but I actively did this kind of like tri-city launches where then those authors became known in those cities as well. Other readers from the bookshop and people who had been hearing about Reverie or kind of reading our work showed up to those sessions as well.
So that is great. So you not only just gave voice to your own work, but you also gave voices to
I tried
other
to.
people. So which is great. और कोई भी चीज़ बढ़ती है ऐसे ही है कि आप सिर्फ अपना गड़ा नहीं भर रहे और उसके साथ साथ दूसरों को भी सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं. सो एक्सेलेंट जर्नी. बट जो ये एपिसोड्स हैं इसका एक पर्टिकुलर पैटर्न है दैट आई ऑल्सो ऐड सम फन एलिमेंट्स. So here we take a little pause and add that fun element. That's our first fun element segment, and this is called this or that. आपने Instagram पे trend देखा होगा this or that. So I'm going to put two words in front of you, and you're going to pick this or that. So are you ready?
Yes, of course.
Okay,
always.
and no explanations and no justifications. Okay, poetry or prose?
Prose.
Prose. ठीक है. Morning writing or night writing?
Night. Always.
Night writing. Okay. Being understood or being honest?
Being understood.
Being understood. Silence or applause?
Both in some spaces, honestly. Sometimes okay, you said no explanation, so it would have to be both.
Okay.
It would have to be both.
It has to be in a combination. All right, wonderful. You did a great job. So we are coming back again to now another angle or another aspect of your life, which is sports. Sports कहाँ से आ गए इस सब के बीच में?
Sports ऐसे आया कि कोई अंदर छुपा हुआ एथलीट था.
Okay.
जो
So are you sporty in your?
I've always been. I've
Okay.
always been sporty. I've always been very active. I think in the past decade or so, I've been a runner. I've been a yogi.
अच्छा.
I've trained at the gym, weight trained. 5 days a week. तो बहुत सारी activities. I played football. I played a bit of tennis. I played table tennis. I played basketball. So
So
हर
जो मिल जाए
sport
खेल
में
लिया,
जो
हाँ.
मिलता था उसमें, and I've been very competitive by nature also. And 3 of my brothers actually played tennis competitively, and I
अच्छा.
never played when they were playing. वही बात कि वो अपनी साइकिल लेके क्लब चले जाते थे और मैं जो है वो अपना ही टेबल टेनिस, क्योंकि हमारे घर पे एक टेबल होता था तो वो एक रैकेट स्पोर्ट की थोड़ी सी सेंस थी. बट आई नेवर रियली वेंट आउट, और आई डोंट नो इफ इट्स ऑन मी दैट आई नेवर पुश माई सेल्फ, या स्कूल में तो खेलती थी जो भी आता था. So, I think just a few years ago, maybe a couple of years, I did start playing paddle. And before that, I was playing a little bit of tennis and football
Okay.
both. And with my daughter, actually. So,
अच्छा.
उसको मैंने tennis class में डाला, and I was like, चलिए मैं भी खेल लेती हूँ. तो मैंने भी अपना रैकेट वगैरह खरीदा. मैं थोड़ा अच्छा खेलने भी लगी, वो भी अच्छा खेल रही थी. साथ साथ we started playing paddle as well. But not seriously, वो मतलब वही होता है जैसे social sport, अच्छा ठीक है, friends are together. And then, actually, a classmate of mine from A levels, he moved back from the Philippines.
Okay.
And he reached out and he said, oh, what's up? And I was like, I've just finished my master's. Mera thesis submission chal raha tha. And I was like, I'm going to be looking for, some kind of, like, I had 2 options at that point. A newspaper was looking for a books and authors key position. And then a reputable university had, kind of reached out and said कि उनका कोई fiction का course है. So if I'd want to teach that.
Yeah.
So both things were kind of part-time, suited my, the way I take things, कि सब कुछ करना है, ये भी करना है, वो भी करना है. So he's like, oh, have you played paddle? And I was like, I'm playing and it's actually a lot of fun. And he said, कि how about we open a club? And I was like, ठीक है, करते हैं.
अच्छा.
Because I barely ever say no to anything. I'm like, okay, अगर
Yeah, I mean,
होगा
you're
तो,
very spontaneous, right?
So
you just jump into things.
I do. So I was like, look for places. He hired an agent, started looking for places. 6-7 महीने हो गए, कुछ भी उसका नहीं निकला. And I was supposed to go to the US for my graduation. Emerson जो मेरा university थी, Boston जाना था. So my husband ऐसे ही, randomly, he's like, हाँ, ये paddle वगैरह, you're not into it because I know you. If you were, you would have done it by now.
हाँ.
अच्छा वो कुछ लग गई बात.
Hit कर गई, okay.
क्लिक कर गई. तो मैं जहाज पे थी and I remember I was watching a मूवी ऑन द प्लेन, इट्स कॉल्ड बेजोस, जो अमेजोन की है. वहां से मुझे बड़ा जोश निकला और मैंने वहीं पे आई मैसेज द फ्रेंड, आई सेड आई एम ऑल इन, lock the place. We'd already seen
हाँ.
one or two like kind of last options. I was like, let's do this. I'm gonna come back. We're gonna find funding. I will get my own, savings in. ये वो. I was like full on, full throttle. और ऐसे ही हुआ. फिर वापस आई मैं अपनी ग्रेजुएशन के बाद. उसके आई थिंक 8 महीने बाद हमने पैडलवर्स खोल लिया.
जबरदस्त.
So yeah, and then by that time I was also playing seriously. वो खेलती भी गई, खुद का
जोश
club
चढ़
शुरू
गया.
हुआ, जोश चढ़ गया, ओवर हो गई.
But sports is a very demanding,
It
field. It requires a lot of discipline. It
is.
requires you to be, be there, show up every day,
अब वो
every
discipline
time.
उन सारी चीजों की आ रही थी
Okay.
जो सीखी थी.
Discipline तो थी ना, हाँ.
Discipline थी. अब because starting a competitive sport in your 30s is also tough.
Very tough.
क्योंकि आप compete 18-year-old से कर रहे हैं.
बिल्कुल,
So
बिल्कुल.
जब मैं खेल भी रही थी तो मुझे लगता है कि I always tell my children this as well. I was like, whatever you can't make up in talent, put it in hard work. So I was like, मैं
That's a very,
double
very,
भागूंगी.
ये
मैं
बहुत ही जिसे कहते हैं ना,
Yeah.
words of wisdom है, मोती वाले words है.
So I was like, मैं तो डबल मेहनत करूंगी. और फिर वो डबल मेहनत करके फिर अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह, like I competed
हाँ.
nationally. I was ranked number 2 in Pakistan. Then I represented Pakistan in Doha for
माशाल्लाह.
Asia Cup as captain. वो भी अल्लाह ने बड़ी इज्जत दी. I was like, इतना आता नहीं था जितनी. It's just like right time, right place. Things were working out that
Yeah.
way. तो वो कहानी हुई, वरना इतना अच्छा नहीं खेलती मैं.
Okay. But still, I mean, एक स्पोर्ट शुरू करना है ना, आई कम्प्लीटली अंडरस्टैंड कि यंग एज पे आप शुरू करते हैं, अर्ली इन योर ईयर्स, थोड़ा एज अ चाइल्ड या एक यंग एज का शुरू किया हुआ, उसमें जो आपकी एनर्जी और फुर्ती होती है, स्पेशली 30 या 40 पे आप कोई चीज़ शुरू करें तो it's a lot of difference in your stamina.
चेंज हो जाती है. आपको
And especially after having children, a woman's body changes completely after having children. So it's not very easy and it's commendable. I mean, मैं जैसे तुम्हें बता रही थी कि I am a great admirer of the kind of things that you do, and that's why I wanted to have you here, and I wanted to sort of showcase your story to others, that there is so much that one can do. It's just that one has to put oneself into it and create that discipline. अच्छा, अब थोड़ा सा again let's come back to another fun segment. Okay, and in this fun segment I am going to give you words, and just one word, and I would expect a one word answer. It's going to be quick and fast,
sure.
like the rapid fire. Are you ready?
Yes.
And I know you have that energy. तुम्हारा stamina would be unmatched, obviously. Okay, so law.
Integrity.
Great. Poetry. Heart. Wow. Fiction.
Love.
Heart and love. कहाँ दोनों जाके जोड़े? Publishing.
Necessary.
जबरदस्त. Sport.
Passion.
Passion. Silence.
Also very necessary.
बिल्कुल, अपने अंदर की आवाज़ों को भी साइलेंट करना पड़ता है. And success.
Success. Hunger.
Okay. Zabardast. Well done. Thank you so much. You've done so well. But अब एक serious question. ठीक है? Which one of these costs you the most?
Which one of my
Which one of
identity?
what I just आपकी आइडेंटिटी में से ही निकली है वो सारी
I
चीजें
think I would want
कहीं
to
ना
come
कहीं.
to success and hunger for
Okay.
it, right? I think there's a certain I don't know if I should use the word greed or addiction or जिसको कहते हैं ना एक मजा. जब
नशा.
कोई चीज नशा.
नशा. ये नशा है.
So अगर जब ये वो शुरू हो जाता है ना किसी चीज में भी, it's not just the sport or like maybe some fame, because इतने लोग तो किताबें पढ़ते भी नहीं है, but that recognition, कोई आप कहीं बैठे हैं, कोई आपके पास आके बोलता है आपकी मैंने किताबें पढ़ी हैं और like we're so happy to meet you, कभी एक आध कोई मिल जाता है. I think that hunger can sometimes cost you.
Okay.
Because I think that constantly trying to find the next big thing
Yes.
will cost you because again जैसे आपने खुद ही बोला कि इतने सारे रोल्स जब आप प्ले कर रहे होते हैं तो I think in retrospect I keep thinking this one thing that I don't want to compromise any of my relationships. Those
ये बहुत
are
सही बात
very
थी.
very important.
Relationships are very
तो
important.
उसमें क्या होता है कि अब आपकी रिलेशनशिप आपके स्पाउस के साथ, ठीक है,
बिल्कुल.
आपके बच्चों के साथ, इन लॉज, पेरेंट्स. सो ये
बिल्कुल.
मेरी चार जो है ना वो है,
Core
like
है.
it's kind of like my core, and then there are a few friends, and I'm not, you know, I used to be a very social person. मैं बड़े इवेंट्स और बहुत सारे दोस्तों के साथ टाइम गुजारना. I actually subtracted, so many people, not because of like me not liking them, just the fact कि I couldn't maintain so many friendships, right? आप दुख सुख में नहीं पहुंच सकते.
बिल्कुल.
तो मेरे वो 4-5 दोस्त हैं जो उनको पता है कि no matter how I'm, busy I am, I will show up for them. उनके किसी भी, उनका कोई इवेंट है,
So आप
उनका
कोर
कुछ है.
सर्कल पे लिमिट हो जाते हैं.
कोर
ठीक है?
सर्कल पे लिमिट हो जाते हैं तो वो भी कॉम्प्रोमाइज नहीं करनी. देन ऑब्वियसली आई हैव एजेड पेरेंट्स एंड इन लॉज, उनके साथ भी एक आप एक मेंटेन करते हैं रिलेशनशिप. एंड देन सबसे ज्यादा आई थिंक योर स्पाउस एंड योर चिल्ड्रन.
Exactly.
तो चिल्ड्रन को तो मैंने आज तक नहीं इग्नोर किया, स्पाउस की बहुत शिकायतें हैं.
लेकिन it's a cost. At times you
Yes,
have to
I think so.
continuously push yourself harder and harder, या फिर आपको अपने आप को खींचना पड़ता है. सेल्फ पे तो कहीं ना कहीं कॉम्प्रोमाइज हो रहा होता है ना इस सब में.
बिल्कुल. तो
Self
ये
होता
आई
है.
थिंक वो ही कॉम्प्रोमाइज होता है.
वही
Because
हो.
I maintain, alhamdulillah, if I have to go to a place but I haven't spent time with my child, I will go back home. I will give up that, wherever I need to be. तो मैं घर जाऊंगी और वो माशाल्लाह दोनों बच्चे हैं भी चैटर बॉक्सेस, so they want to tell me everything, they want to share their day. अब when their father's traveling और उनकी बहुत traveling रहती है तो उनको फील नहीं होता. और अगर मैंने एक दिन के लिए कहीं जाना होता है तो बिल्कुल कुछ लाइक तूफान मचा हुआ होता है कि मम्मा इज नॉट गोना बी देयर.
I can so much relate to it.
बिकॉज़ इतनी छोटी चीजें
Yeah.
होती हैं, हालांकि they're not young anymore. 12 and 16 is a significant,
Yes.
old enough age, मगर उनको घबराहट होती है कि oh no, like mama is not there, क्या होगा. So and then yes, I think that then yourself, like you and your mental health and your kind of safe space, and like I think as women we're also givers.
Yes.
And being givers for so long, I think we also forget how to receive. तो जब
Exactly.
कोई बोल रहा होता है ना कि हम कर देते हैं तो my response is नहीं मैं खुद कर लूंगी. It should be कि okay, can you take this over?
बिल्कुल.
You know?
बिल्कुल. So इसी से ही मैं एक और सवाल पूछूंगी जो multiplicity है, in your identity. Usually people feel that all this needs to collapse into one version, whereas you have maintained it. So what kind of advice would you like to give to others, and probably a lot of women who would see this, and youngsters, how should they think about having so many aspects? Is it now that you think, is it the right way, या फिर कोई एक या दो चीज पकड़ के उसमें स्पेशलाइज करना चाहिए?
देखिए ये बात आपने बड़े मजे की है. तो मैंने मेरे पास कोई आए हुए थे पैडलवर्स पे उस दिन. सो आई वाज लाइक I'm a jack of all and
बिल्कुल.
master of none. कि
ये भी कर लिया, ये भी कर लिया, ये भी कर लिया, ये भी कर लिया.
तो उन्होंने बोला which is so much better than jack of none.
Yeah, true. ये बात बहुत
तो
जबरदस्त
उन्होंने
थी.
बोला एटलीस्ट आप ये सारी चीजें अच्छी तो कर रहे हो ना.
हाँ.
चले आप बेस्ट नहीं है, कोई आप वर्ल्ड नंबर 1 नहीं बन गए, बट यू हैव शोड अप इन ऑल योर रोल्स एंड यू आर डूइंग देम वेल. तो
हाँ.
अगर वो भी ना कर रहे होते
तो क्या फायदा?
तो फिर क्या फायदा होता.
हाँ.
So I would say that at least alhamdulillah, and I would also like to say that my husband, my parents, my in-laws, they have also applauded me, in the later part of, I think शुरू में जरा था कि कैसे होगा क्या होगा, but हमेशा अच्छी बात ही की है. तो coming back to, at least I don't live with regrets.
Yes.
जो कि I think वो शुरू part of my at least maybe marriage or child rearing, और उसमें ना वो एक दिल में
खलेश सी थी होगी.
हाँ एक था. I was like पढ़ाई नहीं की अच्छा, because I always like I was
Ambitious.
ambitious and academically strong. तो मैंने कभी सोचा नहीं था कि मैं कुछ नहीं करूंगी. You know, I didn't know what I was going to do, but I didn't think that I wouldn't do anything.
Yeah.
So वो you know उसके बाद वो सारी चीजें आहिस्ता आहिस्ता I was like, no, I'll do this also, and then I'll do this also. And I think it's very possible.
बिल्कुल.
I think सब करें. और जहां लगे कि नहीं हो रहा तो फिर take a step back.
There's
जरूरी
no
नहीं
harm.
है.
हाँ.
But I think there's no harm in trying.
बिल्कुल. बिल्कुल.
Try it and not limit yourself to one role. But I absolutely don't find anything wrong अगर कोई कुछ नहीं करना चाहता and they want to be great mothers.
Exactly.
And I think that is a fantastic choice.
बिल्कुल.
अगर कोई समझता है कि मैंने अपना 100% and I want to be the master of this role
Yeah.
और वो कर पाते हैं, I think there is nothing more beautiful. पर अगर उनको लगता है कि वो 2 और चीजें भी करना चाहते हैं और वो कर सकते हैं,
हाँ.
तो आई थिंक उसमें अपने आप को लिमिट नहीं करना चाहिए. डोंट थिंक दैट इट्स नॉट पॉसिबल बिकॉज you're in your 30s, you know, or because you're old or you have children or you don't have the means or, you know, hustle करें और hopefully inshallah if it's meant to be हो जाएगा.
बिल्कुल. बिल्कुल. So ये जो आपने बात की है, इतनी ज़बरदस्त बात की है, कमिंग बैक टू दिस कार्ड जहाँ से हमने स्टार्ट किया था, would you still want to hold on to what you said के what the part that you kind of is lost, yeah, identity that is kind of lost, do you still hold on to the same
I think
statement?
that I would end with saying that whatever I had lost, I found again.
Wow, that's wonderful. What a wonderful wrap to the beginning that we had. So in the very last, I would just like to ask you, what is it to you rising beyond titles mean?
I think titles are given. Rising beyond them is up to you. You know, you can kind of break that glass ceiling, push for that little more, and rise beyond it.
Rise beyond it. So with this, we come to the conclusion of today's episode. Thank you so much, Safina,
you.
for being deadly honest. I mean, you were like spot on. But इतनी ज़बरदस्त और meaningful बातें तुमने की, and especially your journey itself is so admirable. And I'm sure अब पता नहीं आगे लाइफ में और क्या क्या facets खुलेंगे और क्या क्या नए रास्ते खुलेंगे, and what else that you're going to do. But I wish you all the very
Thank you
best.
so much.
Continue doing whatever that you're doing. Continue with this journey of exploration. I think तुम्हारी exploration जो है वो चल ही रही है, and
जी,
you're still
बिल्कुल.
exploring
Of course, always,
part of your
always.
personality, which
Ongoing.
is no harm. So with thank you so much everyone for watching this episode. I hope कि आप भी उतना ही इंस्पायर हुए होंगे सफीना की जर्नी से जितना कि आज मैं इंस्पायर हुई हूँ. एडमायर तो मैं कर ही रही थी, लेकिन मैं मज़ीद इंस्पायर हुई हूँ और मुझे भी एक नया जोश चढ़ा है सफीना की बातें सुन के कि let's do more. There is no harm in trying and doing and exploring what else that you can do. And if you want to hear such stories, please like, share and subscribe to Rise Beyond Titles. We'll bring these wonderful stories to you. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz and goodbye.